Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. INFP, or Introverted Intuitive Feeling Perceiving, is the idealist personality type in the Myers-Briggs Test Instrument, or MBTI, classification. So, like everything ideal, people with this personality type suffer a lot of real struggles in a world in which little one understands or values their genuine, kindred spirit. So unfair. INFPs are the ultimate dreamers, and their daydreams are probably only manifestations of their idealistic thoughts. Such noble souls, but sometimes lost ones too. Everyone has their own set of personal struggles and things that are naturally draining for them. While we all have struggles and difficulties in life, for each person these are often different. What one individual finds challenging, the next might find simple and easy. Certain struggles are tied to personality types, and some types are just more naturally prone to finding difficulties in these things. It is important to recognize these struggles and realize where certain types might feel overwhelmed. Knowing these struggles can help us to overcome them or find means of lessening the frustrations we feel in these areas of our lives. Today, let's talk about the frequent INFP struggles which they experience in life. For the INFP, self-awareness is truly important, and so they do their best to understand themselves and where they will struggle. INFPs don't like feeling obligated to face these struggles though, and would often rather avoid the things which make them feel anxious and stressed. They know that they aren't perfect and that certain things will be a struggle for them. They just don't want to be forced to dive into those things when they can find other ways of getting things done. INFPs care about overcoming obstacles and being able to explore new things. But that doesn't mean they want to constantly put themselves in these difficult situations. 1. Finishing things. INFPs are often procrastinators and might struggle to finish projects once they start. INFPs have such active inner minds, and they find themselves going off in different directions because of this. When they are inspired by something, they often follow this path and want to learn more and feel a sense of freedom and openness. This causes the INFP to lose interest in some projects, especially if those projects just don't excite them any longer. Being someone bored easily can be both a blessing and a curse. This boredom is often because the INFP's mind is so filled with new ideas and creativity, but it causes them to lose sight of the things they should be getting done. This can get the INFP in tricky situations where they find themselves rushed to finish projects and deadlines right at the very last second, or even a bit later. It can certainly be a struggle for the INFP since they don't like feeling obligated to focus on something. They would rather feel the freedom to explore their path and own unique ideas. 2. Small talk or anything shallow. When it comes to small talk, the INFP naturally struggles to deal with this in life. They find it boring and often emotionally exhausting when they have to participate in small talk. The INFP prefers in-depth and interesting conversations and would rather dig deep. They want to discuss someone's hopes and dreams, as these discussions are much more intriguing for the INFP. Small talks feel like an obligatory discussion and is extremely draining for them. When INFP is in situations where small talk is necessary, they find themselves feeling exhausted and wanting to get away. The INFP might even avoid these scenarios at all costs, trying to keep away from any situation where the small talk will be inevitable. This is something that can sometimes hold the INFP back in life since they avoid situations that require small talk. Sometimes, small talk is needed to make the right connections, or even get through a work setting of which they must be part. This is certainly frustrating for the INFP, and they find themselves wishing they could avoid it altogether. 3. Sticking to plans. INFPs sometimes struggle with plans and don't feel like obligated to follow them. They enjoy living more based on their own rules and find that they become too distracted to stick to a strict timeline. They find themselves wanting to go where their heart leads them, and this doesn't always mean making it to things on time. While INFPs don't mind planning some events and things in their lives, a strict schedule isn't going to work for them. There are times when they might show up late simply because they become distracted and lose track of time. This is something that is a struggle for the INFP since it can upset the people they love. INFPs care deeply for the people in their lives and don't want to do anything which might hurt them. Sometimes, their tendency to struggle with schedules and plans makes them appear like they don't care. This is something that troubles the INFP deeply, as they do care and don't want to ever appear like they don't. 4. Feeling lost. INFPs sometimes feel lost in life and don't know how to uncover their purpose. They believe that they are meant to do something greater than themselves and to serve this bigger purpose. While they believe in this, sometimes the pressure of that can make it challenging for the INFP to find such a purpose. Constantly feeling like they are meant to do something more and make a real difference leaves the INFP feeling stressed and as if they just aren't doing good enough. This creates a strain for the INFP and makes them come down rather hard on themselves. No one judges the INFP as they judge themselves, which is certainly something they struggle with in life. Constantly feeling like they aren't good enough and could truly be making a bigger difference is likely to overwhelm them and make them feel lost. 5. Backing off already. In the same vein as oratory, debating is something INFPs detest. Given their way, the world would be a place where everybody is in sync with everyone else, and there is no need to argue or fight with anyone. In the real world, though, people with contrasting views argue a lot, and that makes the INFPs nervous. They back off from arguments just for the sake of ending them. Be sure to watch until the end to share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. 6. Tomorrow never comes. Have you ever heard someone calling finishing their work the night before the deadline as a deadline-induced creativity like Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes? They're most probably an INFP. Ultimate procrastination is one of the downsides of their personality. Get over the anxiety. INFPs, you're awesome creators when you get down to work.